Welcome to the WVW National Electronic Sports Classic, where a couple of China's teams will be grouping up to play for $25,000. I'm what is hip here on Beyond the Summit, but I am not alone for game number 3. I've called in reinforcements. With me for game number 3 is Pimp Muckle. What's going on, dude?
Hi, yeah, good to be here. Some Chinese Dota, and I do enjoy me some Chinese Dota, especially with a great Centaur performance like in the last game.
Oh yeah, it took him a couple minutes after buying that Blink Dagger to really start grabbing some kills, but then him and 290 just ran train on them. Did you think that GG was a little early? It seemed a little early to me.
I'm not sure, dude. It's sometimes like this. Okay, you know what? We most likely gonna lose. We got another game 3. Let's just call it a game and let's just go with a clean mindset in the game 3. So maybe this is what we're gonna be seeing here.
I understand that. I mean, you're just like getting beaten to the ground, and you're like, well, I mean, I guess we'll just GG out and just start over.
Yeah, you know it happens.
So.
Especially the gold lead was so big that I feel like it's just a tad too much, you know.
Yeah, it's just a little bit too much to come back from. But second game here, or third game rather, we'll see what Orenda have up their sleeves this time. This has been a really weird team to watch. I mean, sometimes they play like perfectly, and sometimes they seem like they have absolutely no idea what's going on. And it's been weird. So we'll see what they've got for game number 3 here. The first time I cast them, they did a quad lane, so you know I don't think anything is out of their reach. But they've banned out the Dazzle as well as the Lycan. On the other side, Tongfu has banned out the Bat Rider as well as the Nature's Prophet. They've picked themselves up the Centaur as well as the Rubik, and on the other side of things, we've got the Invoker and the Ancient Apparition for Orenda.
Yeah, very standard, I have to say. Like Centaur first pick. You could argue that there is a few other very first pick worthy heroes in the pool, but with this insane performance from the Centaur last game, you might as well pick him up this time around when you're Tongfu. And Invoker Ancient Apparition, well, that's super standard. The only thing standing a bit out is going to be the Rubik. We sometimes see the Shadow Shaman in this in the second pick stage with a lot of CC, with a lot of tower pushing ability, but well, the Rubik is great in general, don't get me wrong. Whatever you're going to steal so far, it's already nice. So
yeah, everything's good so far. So I definitely agree with that. I mean, Shadow Shaman has been very popular in the Chinese scene. I mean, sometimes you see him and he is super effective. I think he does need a bit of room. He needs some levels. He needs some farm. He really benefits quite a bit from getting something like a Blink Dagger or some sort of mobility item. But once he does, he's very scared to deal with. He can basically negate BKBs just by Blink Hex shackling. So I like the hero a lot.
Reserve time.
Yeah, it's always fun to watch, I have to say. Like also, I'm not sure how about this Ember ban in the second ban stage and no one picking them up. Like this was my thought when there was a Rubik picked. I was sure like, okay, so they're gonna pick Centaur as well as the Ember Spirit because Invoker and the Ancient Apparition, like these are all tier 1 picks right at the moment. And I wouldn't be too surprised to see them nerfed in 6.81. But well, so far, no one picked it, and that's rather interesting. Also, Nixus hasn't banned out, and that is, I mean, that's kind of standard. But at the same time, it's very interesting because I feel like people very much know nowadays how to deal with the Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, it's been so popular for so long
10 seconds remaining.
People are just used to dealing with it at this point. But, I mean, I guess it's still a pretty powerful pick, especially in conjunction with, like, the Centaur. You can line up some pretty easy 2-man impales, which can be pretty devastating with team fight ability. I mean, if you just get 2 heroes that are taken out of the fight for that long, they catch a double edge as well, then it's pretty easy to just lose the fight because of it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep.
The one thing, I mean, have you been watching? All of these Embers have gone Flame Guard, and I really do not. I do not like that build. How do you feel about that?
The thing is, with the Flame Guard build, I think, what was it? It was a Storm Spirit against the Ember Spirit in the mid lane, so I can understand this, because you don't need it if you bottle Crow, but at the same time, when there is rotations coming in with a Rubik lift, and we had a Rubik in the last game, so there is a Rubik lift, he's gonna lift you back into the range of the Electric Vortex, you're gonna get stunned, you're gonna get, all that stuff, and I feel like it just gives you a bit more survivability in the mid lane if you get ganked. It's not for the sustain in the lane, don't get me wrong, but if you get ganked, it's great, and if you go this build, and wow, we've got some crazy picks. Let's talk about this one.
Faceless Void and the Witch Doctor picked up for Tongfu. Faceless Void, a bit weird, but I mean he's been around recently. I mean, I actually really like this hero. I think with the new Chronosphere buffs, especially when you've got like an Ancient Apparition, when you have an Invoker, I think Chronosphere is really the tool you want to tie that all together in the team fights. And he's capable of tons of damage in the mid game with that new buff. I mean, he can get a Mask of Madness and just get a lot of hits off in the Chronosphere and try to take full advantage of that double damage on the bash. And Witch Doctor, that's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah, that's crazy. Although I feel like this seems like a counter to the Faceless Void. If he pops his Chronosphere and you're a Witch Doctor just standing outside there, and even if you don't have an Aghanim Scepter or anything like this, you just pop your ultimate and it's gonna clean house. Of course, the Faceless Void can run away, but then you just scared him out of his own Chronosphere, which is great. It's huge because the bashes don't deal the damage. Everything else is not going to be just comboing up as well as you want it to be. And so I feel like this is a great pickup.
Tongfu's
And also I've got a
turn
question
to
for you.
pick.
So the Faceless Void, he can be played as some sort of mid-game powerhouse with a Mask of Madness like you mentioned, or he can be played as a very hard carry with a Battle Fury. What would you like to see in this situation?
I think when you have like an Ancient Apparition, when you have an Invoker, I think you have the tools to really just try to abuse the mid-game power you can actually get out of him. And
Templar Assassin.
I mean, it's going to be easier to find out what they want to do depending on what
Dire
Tongfu
team
picks because, you know, against someone like a TA, I think you really do want to try to just shut her down in the mid-game because if not, it's possible you just get absolutely railed by the physical damage that she brings out. So I think I like the Mask of Madness build a little bit
10
more.
seconds remaining.
I also, some people go Battle Fury and then Mask of Madness, or I think that's
5
okay as well. I
seconds
mean,
remaining.
I think there's a lot of ways to build this hero that are pretty effective.
Yeah, it's
Reserve
just a very
time.
nice hero nowadays. I feel like this change on the Chronosphere, it looked ridiculous on paper. It wasn't as OP as people thought, maybe. And then it was in a very nice niche. And this is what I really like about some certain heroes, like this niche sort of pick. So not like the Centaurs, who are a tier 1 pick in every situation, but you know, these sort of very nice fitting heroes if you have the lineup for them. And so far, if you think about it, and I actually agree with the Mask of Madness pickup, you're gonna have Alacrity from the Invoker, and if he goes Exort, it's gonna be so much damage. The
Tongfu's
Ancient
turn
Apparition,
to ban.
you're gonna have your ice, what is it? No, I'm just failing my
Ice
names.
Blast.
No, the Chilling Touch.
Oh.
There you go. So you've got so many buffs on the Faceless Void.
Yeah, that's
If he
true.
hits fast, he hits hard.
Dire team pick.
Yeah, that's actually, imagine a Chilling Touch, Alacrity, and Faceless Void in a Chrono. Oh god. That's
Yeah, that
actually,
hurts.
that's scary. Yeah, that would really hurt. There's
Dude.
the Visage on the outside as well, who can just shoot in some Soul Assumption, so I really like Orenda's team at this point, but Tongfu do have some stuff that they can do to just disengage everything. They have the Centaur. I think they're going to be really relying on him to get an early Blink Dagger to help set up favorable engagements, but
10
I mean, when you look at
seconds
Orenda, it's
remaining.
like, how do you actually get an angle to engage on this team? Then they have an Invoker and a Faceless Void.
5 seconds
Yeah, it feels like
remaining.
they've got so much control so far. But the thing is, if you somehow bait out the ultimates, and you've got a... Now, I want to say
Reserve time.
Rampage, but it is, of course, the Stampede. I always bring these two together. I don't know why I'm calling Rampage Stampede all the time. I heard you do this as well sometime. But yeah, anyways, if you've got a Stampede ready to go, you can try to bait out the Faceless Void Chronosphere. Like, if you see him jump, and it's a long animation on the jump, he feels like... he jumps and he needs his time, and then he comes, and then there's a Chrono. So if you just see him trying to jump, you might as well pop your ultimate. People are going to be running around way too fast in order to not get caught. And if you just bait out the Faceless Void ultimate once, I feel like you can just win the teamfight right there. But obviously, that's a hard thing to do. And so far, I would say Orenda, they've got the teamfight.
Yeah, it looks really nice for them. I mean, I'll be interested to see how Tongfu want to try to bring this together to actually fight this. I mean, right now, they've got kind of a weird strategy going on because they have the TA, they have the Centaur Warrunner who really excel at small engagements, you know, like 2v2 engagements and things like that. But
10
then they have the
seconds
Witch
remaining.
Doctor who is really better off when there's a couple heroes floating around, he can bounce off casts off of. But
Tongfu's turn to pick.
Orenda, I don't know if they're going to let that happen. Now they have a Puck as well. Jeez.
Wow. That is teamfight galore.
Yeah, this is pretty scary. And I mean, the thing is that they also have the Ancient Apparition, they also have the Visage, and the Invoker, who aren't relying on these ultimates, or at least a very low cooldown ultimate, to make the team fights happen. So Renna's lineup looks really scary right now.
Yeah, also, Faceless Void, there is an option that he picks
10
up like a third or
seconds
fourth
remaining.
item as an Aghanim Scepter. So his ultimate will be on a 60-second cooldown
5
if he picks this
seconds
item up. And I
remaining.
feel like this is actually a good pickup, especially in the later mid-game phase, because you've got an Invoker and wow, we've got an Axe.
Oh my god, these I actually love watching these Chinese teams lately. They have so many like little strategies that they've been trying out and using, and it's just so fun to watch. This is a carry axe, I think.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
I
man.
mean, Rubik Witch Doctor support combination is great. You're gonna have the Luca de Go, you know, it's got great range, the cask. And also if you've got some lucky bounces, you're gonna just clean house.
Yeah, you're gonna just kill everyone. Oh man, well we'll see how it works out this time. For Orenda, we've got Yim on the Faceless Void, Yi on the Visage, Lian Li on the Ancient Apparition,
Prepare
ZYF
for
on the
battle.
Puck, and 290 on the Invoker.
And on the bottom lane, we've got Team Tongfu, formerly Tongfu Wangzhao. Now it's just the casual Tongfu. We've got Q on the Witch Doctor. XBG going to be joining him in a support role. It's going to be the Rubik. MT on the offlane Centaur Warrunner. And everyone is also heading to the offlane. It's going to be U9 on the Templar Assassin. And of course, Sorry Fox on the X. And wow, look at his
Yeah, that is one hell of an axe. That is scary.
Holy crap.
It has eyes.
You don't want to get shot by this one, I tell you.
Yeah, that's gonna really hurt the Wyvern Guard edge, man. That's brutal. But Tongfu all grouped up here, looking to put down some wards and maybe even find a pick off here. They are quite grouped.
Yeah, and they also got counter helix on level 1. Like, is this some sort of cutting shenanigans? Maybe with the Witch Doctor heal or something?
Oh my god, I would be so happy. That would be awesome.
But it's actually not that easy to pull off, because if there is any sort of rotations coming in, like if the puck rotates top, if maybe someone else from Orenda rotates top, and so far it looks like they're going to troll in bottom, which is exactly what you want as Tongfu right now, so yeah, maybe it works.
Yeah, there's going to be no pressure, and if it's just a puck in this top lane, you can definitely cut those creeps. Not really going to be anything we can do about that. But Orenda walking through, looking to be able to get someone here. Are they going to walk in empty? It looks like they are. There's the Chilling Touch. Immediately, he is going to try to make something happen. There goes the Stomp. Is it going to be enough? They still have the Time Walk. I don't think it is. And Leon Lee is going to grab the first blood there on the Centaur.
And that's a big deal, I would say, because they're going aggressive trolling. You need to kill stuff there. And, well, look at top lane now. There's going to be illusions even up. That's nice. This is what you order as Tongfu. Wow. And, well, there goes the creep wave.
Yeah, all gone already. And, this is something. Now they're looking for the puck. He is quite far away, though. Hiding in the woods beyond the tower. Just going to be looking to get XP, I think, near this. He already knows there's just nothing he can do about this.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Well, who would have thought this is going to be turning out like this? Wow, I'm surprised. Well, that's a nice game. I really enjoy seeing some, not like the biggest tier 1.1 teams in China, because those guys are always going to be putting up a crazy fight, and we saw it from Sizz with the Black, of course, playing there as well. They played some crazy stuff as well, some Butcher, some quad lane, just as you mentioned, and well, so far, it is working out, and I like it. I seriously like this metagame so far.
This is awesome. I mean, this tower is already at like half HP. Axe is pretty much just running free here, and there's just nothing that puck can do. And now, the creeps have found him. Oh god, he's gonna have to orb his way farther into the back, I think, or he's just gonna die. He's actually moving forward. This is a bit optimistic, maybe. Toss. There's not really anyone there to catch him. They do have
They're
a
diving
cast
towers in 1 minute in. What are we watching? And they can do it, it's a freaking X, dude. Like, look at this, there's gonna be a cask up, and he has to disjoin the cask with his illusory orb. If he doesn't, well, there's gonna be, not a first blood, but, you know, a second kill on the board.
Second kill,
oh,
yeah.
and he's gonna get out!
Well, that's nice for him.
Yeah, but it's only nice, you know?
Yeah, it's not
Still
great
losing the
because
lane.
now you've still lost the lane, you have 0 CS, your tower is dying, and the Axe has 16 last hits.
Yeah. Game is hard. Like, game is seriously hard.
Game is very hard right now.
He's gonna have such a fast blink dagger. He can just buy whatever the hell he wants, I feel like. And also he's got a level 3 already. So that's nice.
Yeah, he's holding levels as well.
Yeah, that's
I think he's waiting to see if the puck actually comes back to the lane. And they already get the tower. 2 minutes in. 1 kill, 1 tower. Normal stuff.
And it's not even like a super fast pushing lineup. It's not like a Nature's Prophet, like an, I don't know, Pugna Lashra combination, like quad lane top, let's go and kill towers by 5 minutes, both of them. But, well, so far it's working out. You got so much money now in the X, 1.5k. He can just build some train kills. He's even... Nice, he's stacking? No, he's not. Okay, never mind. But yeah, he's farming. And how's Centaur looking? He's level 2, so that's kind of a win there, because Puck... Oh, actually Puck is level 3. Where did he get the levels from?
He's just been hiding in the trees, man.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Hiding in the trees and just hoping no one kills him, basically. And since he didn't die there, I mean, I think that's like the best case scenario for ZYF. Maybe if Tongfu go for the tier 2, then we'll see some reactions out of Orenda, but I think they've sort of just, you know, they realize, well, this tower is dead, there's not really anything we can do about it. It's not really worth fighting it. Especially Paralyzing Cask can just destroy you early.
Yeah, if you've got like 2 unlucky bounces. And also one thing to note here, if the Faceless Void pulls up a Chronosphere, and there is someone on his team like in this Chronosphere, there's gonna be the Cask just bouncing through. So it is big, but mid lane, U9, bit of harassment going this way. And also, how's mid lane looking? I feel this is a very important matchup.
Oh, it looks like TA, it looks like they're trading pretty
Hold that
evenly.
thought. They're gonna be going to the Centaur War, and he gets exploded. Man, that damage from the distance. only level 1 soul assumption, still plenty of deeps.
Many deeps.
Much wow.
Yeah, I mean, when you have the chilling touch, it's just it's a lot of damage. So he's not really able to do much about that. But we'll see. I think this tri-lane should probably break up top. I mean, I think that they've sort of accomplished their goal, and now Rubik maybe should try to have an impact on the map somewhere else. You have U9 in the mid lane, who would love a bit of help actually killing this Invoker. So maybe we'll see rotation in, but Yi pops down a really nice ward. Gives us a nice vision.
Yeah, also there's some nice pulling going on. The only problem here for the side of Tongfu is that Q can't get too much experience, and there is a puck just waiting in the wings here. And look at the stack! Wow, these are quite some creeps if anyone farms them.
Yeah, that's quite huge. I think Axe is going to make this his own fairly soon here.
And also bottom lane. Yeah, there's gonna be rotations coming. They want to kill this tri-lane, and I feel like they've got the tools to do so.
Yeah, they definitely can. They have the Stomp, they have the Paralyzing Cask. He's going to have to wait and be very patient with that, I think, though. That's pretty much the key to their engagement.
Yeah, and they've got like triple stuns, and if the cast bounces once, you already like got 4 stuns. That's ridiculous. If you catch someone out who is not the Faceless Void, you're gonna bring him down in a heartbeat. And well, so far, great positioning from Orenda. They're all staying back, they're all chilling out in the backline. Just let Void farm, stay around, because if Void gets initiated, you won't kill him as fast as everyone else. That's alright, he's not gonna die.
And he's just continuing to farm up here. Does have himself 35 last hits. Now it looks like they want to harass MT out of this lane. They pop down the chilling touch. They put the cold feet on him as well, but
that's a big deal. Now Lee doesn't have the mana for anything else. Like, he's got mana for 1 Ice Vortex, and as soon as the chilling touch comes off cooldown, he's gonna have another bit. Now he finally pops his clarity, and he's going back up to full mana eventually. But yeah, still, it's rather aggressive. I wonder.
Yeah, that was a very aggressive movement, because there's pretty much no way that cold feet ever latches, so you actually need to do that. Now, Axe has come over as well, and he has a Blink Dagger.
No, this is big. There's gonna be killing happening.
And
they even try to bait with the courier, and now they jump, now they're gonna find down Yi. And who is it gonna be the first one? Oh, the bounces from the card, so well played! One dunk, make that a double. Nope, Centaur steals this one, and in the end, they clean house. And look at how fast Axe is with the dunkage. Yim to the low ground, he's good to go. Oh,
he catches him the illusion as well. And now Yim gonna be taking a little bit of rest here, not a lot of spins. So he's gonna leave, but man, that was no, this is just hilarious.
It was wonderful.
It's too early in the morning for this for me. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning and there's Blink Dagger Axes at 5 minutes.
Wonderful. Yeah, this is how we like our day to start, isn't it?
Oh man, but we'll see if Tongfu are able to ride this into getting a couple more towers. And now they're moving forward on the Invoker 290. Is there anything you can do about this? Doesn't look like it. Down he goes, dunked. Popped off. Yi has come in. This is a very aggressive TP. And it looks like he isn't getting punished for it.
And also, once again, this illusion rune is making some work here. So, I mean, you can see it, but for the viewers who are not familiar with X illusions, actually the illusions get the counter helix.
Yeah, they get to spin.
So that's ridiculous, and it's full damage as well.
Yeah, getting that level 1 illusion rune was actually a huge deal in that top lane. It really moved things along. It was like best case scenario for the Axe.
Dire's middle
Yeah, it's
tower
pretty cool.
is under
But
attack.
thing is, they can still come back, obviously. Axe is one of those guys, you need to make stuff happen all around the map in order to stay up there. And, well, so far he's doing it. 7 minutes in, he's got Trankles, he's got a Blink Dagger, and now there is top lane. There's a juicy freaking Faceless Void sitting there, as well as a lot of creeps to proc those helixes.
Yeah, and I think, you know, the light in the tunnel here is that this Faceless Void is still farming very well. 45 blast hits, no deaths, has that Midas Online, already activated it once, but it looks like they're wrapping in for a kill here. They want to kill Yim. Are they going to be able to bring him down? They have to do it during the call, otherwise he might time walk away. Now, U9 moving forward. There's the cast as well, and they are not going to have a problem doing this. Popped off, dunk 3-0 for Sorry Fox. Dear God.
Yeah, he isn't sorry at all. He's
Nope, he is not sorry.
Dude, I gotta tell you, he's dunking people left, right, and center. And so far, each and every one of his kills were the dunks. That's how we like our Dota to happen. Now mid lane. Rotation's bottom lane. Maybe MT's a bit of trouble. Oh, doesn't look like it. Oh, maybe.
He's got quite a bit of gold, though, as well. He's saving up for that Blink Dagger. And, do they actually have enough damage to kill him here? I think they probably do if they really go for it. If they use coil, if they use coil, they can probably kill him. But
you can still dish out lots and lots of damage, though.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
Yeah, has to be super careful. 600 HP, and you've got a hoof stomp. It's not quite enough.
It's close. Yeah, it's close enough though, where it becomes very uncomfortable in there.
Dire's
It's gonna
middle
back
tower
off.
is under attack.
Yeah, if you get like 2 right clicks in there, everyone has to be super careful. And there's another Midas up.
Huh.
8 minutes in, we're looking at 2 Midas in the game. Wow.
Yeah, and that's on U9, the Templar Assassin. Probably not the traditional Midas carrier, but I think this is really going to be the physical DPS damage dealer in the later parts of the game. So I actually really like this pickup. It makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely, and the big part about the Midas on the TA is not that you get the farm. I mean, it's nice to have the farm, obviously, but the big parts are the levels, yeah. If you've got a max meld 8 minus armor, pair that with the side blades with more bonus attack range, with more maneuverability, you're gonna just crush people. So that's nice, and also Q is now in a bit of trouble. There they go. Oh, even using the Chronosphere, they're hating on this guy hard. Sunstrike! Wow! That was mid.
That was brutal, man. I'm not even... that poor Witch Doctor is like, well... I mean, I just ate like 3 ultimates and I'm dead. So now, Lee, he's got to be a bit careful here. Like you were talking about, he's just so fragile, and TA definitely a hero that likes to cut up those paper heroes.
Yeah, he can be dead if there's a blink. And also if you're a Witch Doctor getting caught by like 4 people, you're like pulling up the current time and be like, okay guys, we've got a Chronosphere, we've got a 120-second cooldown window, so we might as well go for a tower, and I feel like this can actually go in favor of Tongfu, even though they lost the Witch Doctor.
Yeah, absolutely. And trading Chrono this early, I mean, that's definitely a resource that you need to be careful with. But the cooldown is so long in early parts of the game that it is something you need to spend very carefully, like you're saying. So definitely agree with that. And they do pick up the tier 1 tower for themselves in the mid lane. Still 1 remains in the bottom lane. Tongfu MT has picked up his Blink Dagger. It's going to be go time for him. Man, they have 2 Blink Daggers. They have Sorry Fox Blink. They have the Centaur Blink. They have TA for tons of damage. I really like this Tongfu lineup. We'll see if it's enough. I mean, the only problem I can see with this is that the Invoker becomes big enough, fast enough where he can sort of just deal with whatever they're doing.
Yeah, and speaking of Invoker, he's gonna have a Midas up at a very reasonable time still, though. He didn't do too well mid lane. He's still finding lots and lots of CS, so he's doing completely fine for himself. But the thing is, as soon as he's got his Midas there, it's gonna be so many levels, so many Sunstrikes, so major damage from the Forge Bird as well. And, well, I feel like this can still be, of course, turned around. We have to remember this Faceless Void is gonna be insanely strong if the game goes late.
Yeah.
But does it?
The other thing is, I mean... The biggest problem I see here is if Orenda are on the back foot, then traditionally Exort Invoker is very bad. If you're not, actively executing pickoffs, then it doesn't really do that much for you. Where like a Wex Invoker, you can sort of rely on that to disengage team fights. You have the EMP, but the good news for Orenda is they do have the Chronosphere, which they can lean on in combination with the Sunstrike to pretty much kill any hero they want. And maybe they can't kill the Centaur. They actually might not be able to kill the Axe either, but... It's definitely something that even if you're behind, you can just Chrono someone, you have the Sunstrike on top of it, and hopefully that's enough damage to actually kill someone.
Yeah, also the Chaos Meteor. I mean, there is going to be a Chronosphere, so you don't need the maximum range from the Wax from it. You just need the damage. You just need this amazing DPS tool. So if you just have a 5-man Chrono, which is of course not easy to do, don't get me wrong, you're going to still wreck phase, because this Exort Invoker is going to be providing you with so much damage. And even if you don't have too many people in the Chronosphere, that's still completely fine, because you're still going to like destroy people like the Witch Doctor, even the Templar Assassin. So many damage instances.
Well, looks like Tongfu are going to be looking to bring the pressure to the bottom lane. They'd like to clean up their last tier 1 here. And 290 is the only one who's really in position for a defense, but he's can't really do much by himself. So now Sorry Fox moving forward. A couple TPs, rotations coming in. Yim does have the Chronosphere available, so Tongfu have to be a bit careful how they actually want to play this.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to do this here. If they just go rush in, but there is someone mid lane. But this is of course the Ancient Apparition, the Ice Blast.
He's
if you shoot it from
there.
Yeah, exactly. This is how you want to be positioned, don't get me wrong. So, bit of Ancient farming. Who cares? That's completely fine. Bit of levels as well, but the problem is Yim isn't farming, so yeah. Needs to find something very, very soon. And they still want to bait this, I feel like, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like Tongfu know that this is going on. They didn't commit to that fight. They just backed up, heading in the jungle. Now they've actually smoked up. I think they want to wrap around, maybe go through here. Are they going to do so?
Well, that's a big deal here. Like this side blocker here, this is a big thing here actually. So if you face 5 people just waiting for you, you're gonna get just pretty much evaporated. But still, they're gonna go for it, and there's 4 people. Like, who cares?
They need to be a bit careful here not to all get caught by the Chronosphere. It looks like they have done so. And there's the Stampede. They move forward on the Invoker. Ice Blast is here. Dream Coil is going to come out, and they catch him in the Chronosphere as well. And now Tongfu get this one turned around. Do they actually have enough damage to kill the rest, though? And they're taking down from the Chilling Touch, or the Ice Blast, and now Yim taking damage from the Death Ward. He is on the run. Time Walks out here is going to live for the moment. Axe going down, though, to the Visage. And man, what a crazy little engagement that was.
I would say that was still a win for Orenda. They hold. Like, they should be so far behind right now. And even though it's 6 for 5, like, they are looking so good in the gold department. And still, they kind of hold. They're trading 2 for 2. Of course, you lose your Invoker. That's not what you want to have happen. Same with the Puck. But you are trading for 2 cores. And one of those cores is the Axe, who's quite the high level. He's level 9.
Yeah. And he's going down there even without the Vanguard. Just all getting caught like that. I mean, that's the problem when you try to execute a smoke gank. You group up, you walk all the way through here, and then you all just get caught. And that's definitely something that they need to worry about.
Yeah, but still, like, that was not too bad, because they do still get the tower, because everyone had to go and regenerate on Orenda. And now this is where the cooldowns actually come in. We got a 2-minute cooldown on the Chronosphere, so they can't really put up a fight right now.
And are Tongfu going to take advantage of that? It looks like they definitely want to. Sorry Fox has returned already. Yi and Lian need to be very careful here. There's the Stomp. Sunstrike coming in. It's going to be split. And there's a dunk on Visage. Ice Blast coming through as well, but only on Sorry Fox, and he is at quite a healthy HP. No problems there. They need to be a bit careful. Dream Coil is back off cooldown. And now they're going to heal back up. Looks like they're going to get this tower for free, and they are definitely taking advantage of that Chronosphere cooldown.
Yeah, also Sorry Fox doesn't have his ultimate now because he just kind of whiffed it. If you don't kill someone with a threshold, you are not going to be having the cooldown up right away again. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, because we like to see our dunks, I imagine, especially with viewers too. So yeah.
More dunks the better.
Yeah,
I think that has to be one of my favorite changes that's been made recently in Dota. If you actually if you kill someone, it doesn't go on cooldown.
Also, it's like not bad at all, because you're gonna have your speed buff up, and that's a big deal. Like, that's a 40% speed bonus, and you've got a Stampede already, so you're pretty much always hasted. That's
8 engagements, pretty much. You're always ready to go.
Yeah.
Definitely agree with that. Watching Witch Doctors farm with Cask is so funny. So pops it off on the jungle camps,
and they're dropping fast.
U9 has picked himself up the Blink Dagger, so they're just going to continue to look to jump on people here, and this is a good way to get around the Chronosphere, even when it's up, is if you can jump on that Faceless Void and just kill him before he's able to use it, then it's not really a problem. And with the Axe, with the Centaur, I think they're going to be able to do that.
Also, one thing to note here, if you want to put up the item menu right now, you're going to have a good time on the side of Tongfu, because they're sporting 4 times a Blink Dagger. And that's initiation.
That's a lot of Blink Daggers.
That is a crap ton of Blink Daggers, if I may say so. And this is just, I would say this is rather big. You're gonna jump everyone you want to see, and now with the Templar Assassin providing you with a lot of additional firepower as well as a bit of minus armor, the X-Spins are gonna hurt, everything is gonna hurt. The Witch Doctor ultimate is gonna bounce so hard if you've got the minus armor on someone, and you can micro the freaking ward. So some people don't know this, but these are pro players and they are gonna micro the ward, so whoever is gonna get Mail Strike, he's gonna take a crap ton of deeps.
Blink party, and now they all smoke up. They're going to be looking to rotate through here. I think they want to get the Faceless Void or the Invoker. Those are the keys. Those are the people that you want to kill before the fight starts. If you can kill one of them before anything happens, then I think the team fight goes in your favor if you're Tongfu. So they're smoked up walking through here. I think the target is going to be Yim, and he is going straight for that Ags.
That's interesting.
And now they move forward. There's the call. Stomp as well. And this is the problem. He gets so close now. It goes down before the Chronosphere can go off. Ice Blast goes through the 4-man coil as well. And down goes the Centaur. Another going to fall. He gets blown up. Sorry Fox, though, on the other side of things, has gotten a double kill. U9 is very, very low. Chronosphere is going to go off here, but not nearly enough damage to kill the Sorry Fox. And he's not sorry, man.
Nope.
He's dunking people.
But still, that's like some sort of good exchange, and U9 has to be incredibly careful that his reflection charges are always going to be up, because you can just use it right now. There you go, perfect, and he's going to be good to go. But look at him, he got caught out here. He was overestimating his welcome quite a bit here, now switching his power treads. Well, a bit of efficiency here, well played from him, but still, Sorry Fox as well as XPG have to run, because there's 5 people trying to get their heads.
Yeah, and they have no mana left, nothing left to fight, so they're just going to use all of their Blink Daggers and just leave.
Yeah, thank God the Blink Dagger doesn't have a mana cost anymore.
Yeah.
It's such a good item now, it's insane.
This is just hilarious. They're leapfrogging with their blink daggers, and 290 has managed to pick himself up a 4 staff, so he's continuing to farm decently well. I mean, he's been the subject of a lot of pressure. He does have 2 deaths, but still CSing decently, using that Midas to make sure that he keeps his farm somewhere in the realm of reasonable. But Tongfu still with quite a heavy advantage. Just they've knocked down so many towers.
Yeah, you know, that's the deal. But if we're actually checking the graphs, I mean, there's of course a lot of gold lead because, well, there is towers going down for the side of Tongfu. And 7.5k gold lead is quite a bit, especially 18 minutes in the game.
Yeah.
But the experience is still looking kind of okay. And the problem is here, if you're a Tongfu fan, Orenda can still make a comeback. If they win their team fight just like they did in the last one, perfect puck reinitiation, perfect puck dream coil, and of course, a very well-timed meteor combination. So if this happens once again, they're going to take down towers, and then suddenly the gold graph is going to be spiking back in favor of Orenda.
Yeah, absolutely. This game's still anyone's, but Tongfu going to continue the aggression here. This is exactly what they need to do to make sure that they can win this game. And unfortunately, they aren't going to find anyone. Lee seems to be privy to their sneakiness as he is just backed up into the base.
Also, X going now for a BKB. That's unusual, I would say.
Yeah, I guess it's just to help deal with the puck, help deal with the invoker. I think that makes sense. And now
I feel like
they
290.
are converging on him. There's the ramp. Oh, the stampede. You've got me saying ramp phase now too. Dream Coil comes out. They are going to bring down 290 without much of a problem. In the back, U9 trying to do something, and they have to use the Chronosphere defensively, and that is not good. That's not good at all.
No, when they're still not done, they're gonna blink into Yi is now in a hell of a lot of dunks him down. It's a double kill for him. And they're not done yet. It looks like there's a time walk to the higher ground from the Faceless Void, and Yim's gonna get out scot-free though. Still, you mentioned it, it's another Chronosphere kinda used in a very defensive position, and well, that's a big deal.
Yeah, and that's just on cooldown again. I mean, he is level 11 now, so it's a bit shorter cooldown, but doesn't come down too much. Still at 100, so they're going to take this opportunity, I think, to knock down this tier 2 tower in the mid lane, and I'm not sure there's really anything that Orenda can do to stop them.
Yeah, the thing is, though, if Faceless Voids get up a quick and early Aghanim Scepter, I feel like this is actually a very good call here. You want to have the additional cooldown reduction, so if you've got a 60-second chrono... What?
No, XPJ almost just died from Sunstrike and Ice Blast. He's good, though.
Alright, so never mind, though, my point, because we're going to have an engagement mid lane very soon, most likely.
Well, they smoke up. Looks like they're looking to get a positioning advantage here. Maybe move around the back, flank them up the hill. Are they going to be able to do so? Oh, this could be very good engagement for Orenda.
They don't have the Faceless Void, though. 25 seconds on his... Oh, you know what? They're gonna wait.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, and he's stepping back to the base. This is gonna be a big team fight, and look at this. Puck is coming in. Sunstrike only on the refraction, and here comes Yim. He gets blown up though, kind of a little bit. And also, Yi in a hell of a lot of trouble. Yim now gets dunked in the face. It's a mega kill for the Eggs, and they're not done yet. They want to fight more. 290 now on the run as well. Oh, you can't run from this, Eggs. And even the Soul Assumption, XPG with a big place once again. Sorry, Fox wants to chase, but he can't find anyone. There is a backline. It's kind of cleaning up here. The puck is still doing the big plays, and here comes XPG. Finds him. Oh no, there is gonna be way too much damage. If they get the vision, oh man, puck, you gotta run. What?
Oh my god, he's alive. Well, that was amazing. That was really, I mean, Puck has such a high skill cap because sometimes he can do things like that, but they do lose their tower, and Tongfu just split up so well, even when that gank went down. I mean, maybe they should have waited for the Chronosphere, but they just got torn apart. They moved in on Q, but he tossed out the cast, and that was his job done, so in the end, that's definitely a huge advantage for Tongfu. Orenda just not able to make it happen, even with that great little... Looks like they had a great angle, but just wasn't enough.
And now there is another... like cell in this this Radiant team, it looks like. Somewhere on this map there is a shop setting up, and it is a BKB now on sale. We've got Templar Assassin as well as our X just picking one up there for such a nice discount, and this means just there is gonna be so much damage being dished out because the Templar Assassin, you can't control her at all except for the Chronosphere. Same goes for the X, and you won't get both of them in the same Chronosphere most likely because those guys are gonna be positioned well.
Absolutely, and Yim just continued to try to find some sort of farm, but he's still quite far away from that Ags. They're continuing to punish him, continuing to put the pressure on him. Puck has found Sorry Fox, doesn't need to be a bit careful here. Caught by the Ice Blast, the Sunstrike coming in as well in the Chronosphere, and still he's alive. Pops the BKB, no, he gets bashed. And unfortunately, the Ice Blast has run out, so maybe he is still going to live here. Time Walk moves forward, and oh my god. He's still alive. He's thinking about going back in.
Yeah, and meanwhile, bottom lane, they pick up the Invoker once again. His head,
Dire's
I don't know,
bottom
like they're just
tower is
taking it
under
over
attack.
and over again. And this is just the power of Blink Dagger. So much initiation, and now, well, there's gonna be a mech up very soon on the Centaur. You're gonna have all your BKBs ready to go once again in a very short amount of time. And Templar Resistance didn't even need her BKB for this sort of engagement there.
Yeah,
Just
those
clean and
little
easy kill.
skirmishes, yeah, they just take him out, no problem. And down goes another tower for Tongfu. Expertly maneuvering this one. It's a really great game from them. And Sorry Fox looks like he's going to be going for an Aghanim Scepter himself.
Yeah, that's great. You can just dunk the Familiars all the time. Because
Yeah.
these are creeps, so you're gonna have still like a 6-second cooldown on your Scepter, so that's good.
Yeah, but you do get the extra little debuff, and you can hopefully grab one and then just move forward. Sunstrike going to check in on that Roshan. Going to see that Tongfu is doing it, but I'm not sure there's anything Orenda can do with no Dream Coil, with no Chronosphere. Well, but Tongfu actually are backing out.
Yeah, that's interesting, I feel like. But the thing is, there goes Yim, and they are smoked up. They want to make a big play here. They've got 20 more seconds on the Chronosphere, and then that's go time.
Yeah, they're going to be looking to get anything done here. They really need a favorable engagement. Otherwise, they're going to be in a heap of trouble.
Yeah, but you know what? If they just drag it out a bit more, and so far they're not
Dire's
looking
top tower
like a
is
team
under
which gets
attack.
broken. They're looking like a team which wants to make the plays. They're smoking up, they want to find pickoffs, and this is pretty cool, I have to say. Like Orenda, they're still putting up a great fight, and now they're gonna find someone.
Dire's
Oh no,
top
is it gonna be the
tower
Witch
is under
Doctor?
attack.
Nope, they're actually going to move forward here. There's the Chrono. They
Perfect.
do get the BKB off, though. They do catch the Axe of the TA. The keys to the fight. Axe still manages to pop the BKB. He's still alive. Gets bashed. They're not able to bring him down. There's the Dream Coil. Now Q trying to make something happen, but on the other side of things, U9 going ham takes down the Ancient Apparition. But no, he finally falls. The Invoker able to do it, but now MT, he's moving in. Not enough mana to activate that mech. He would love to do that. Sorry Fox still alive. And there is the Cold Snap. Not quite enough. Now he is... Ooh, it's going to be a little real close. I think he is going to die there. It goes Invoker. Going to get that one. So they trade 3 for 3. Sorry Fox still alive. Did that... Anyone buy back? I don't think so.
Radiant's middle tower.
I don't know, but it's 290 now, getting caught out once again. There's no dunk, no mana for it, but you know what, you don't need it, because this Rubik is making all the plays in the world. He's still waning Rift earlier and finished up the Faces of Void with his Blink Dagger pickup there, and now look at this guy, he's got 3.2k gold in the bank. He can buy himself a house if he wants to.
Yeah, he is quite wealthy. We'll see where he does decide to take this. What do you think? What kind of item do you think you'd buy at this point? Do you just buy, like... I mean, you could buy, like, 4 staff. You could buy 4 staff and Arcane
Buy
Boots.
Axe.
You could also buy an Axe. Yeah, that's definitely an option.
Oh, 4 stars. Yeah, there you go. That's actually very nice. I feel like you don't need the Arcane Boots in this stage anymore, because you're 25 minutes in, you've got so much intelligence anyways. I mean, it's a 2.4 intelligence gain, it's not that high, but you don't need that much for your spell, so yeah, that's alright.
Yeah, and he's still got 1,000 gold in the bank. We'll see where he decides to go from here. But, you know, earlier in the earlier fights, he stole a Soul Assumption. He used it more than the Visage. And, you know, now the Waning Rift. So things going very well for this Rubik. Actually, a book for Orenda. I don't know if I love this Necro book, though.
Well,
it's
that's
okay.
something... Yeah, you just bring down the X so fast if he spins, and those books are just
Yeah.
going to be hurting him so much. And also with Alacrity on him, this is actually a very nice pickup. But look at this. They can't do Roche. They're so scared.
Yeah, they know that if they get caught there. But now Sorry Fox is going to move forward. Pops the BKB, moves in, pops off Yeet. Now ZYF going to go down as well. And Tongfu manhandling this engagement. There is a Chronosphere. Unfortunately, it's just to keep them out of the way. 290 taking lots of damage. Q on the run. Looks like he is going to go down to the Ice Blast here. Down he goes. Dunk 290. Godlike double kill for Sorry Fox. Lee is on the run. There goes the trap. Is he going to make it out? No, he is not. Goodbye, sir. Double Edge going to finish off him.
No mana for the dunk, I'm so disappointed. Yeah, that's why Guy get himself the boys. This is why Guy
You need more mana.
does need more mana to dunk more people.
And Yim, rather, is the only one who's alive now for his team. Slowly trying to assemble that Ag Scepter, but unfortunately... Oh,
Yeah,
Burn
that's
goes down
hard.
too. Yeah, he's
Well-
just taking so much pressure.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah, and look at his
is
net
under
worth.
attack.
He's not even keeping up with anyone. The Rubik's got more net worth. The offline Centaur's got more. And this is, yeah, this is a big of a problem. You know what? Still, they can hold though, because Puck is out there, and 9 seconds for the Invoker. They can't take Vex, I feel like.
Oh, we'll see. I mean, there's a huge gold lead here, a huge XP as well
Dire's middle tower.
for Tongfu.
Dire's middle
They definitely
tower
have the
has
item
fallen.
advantage, and if you just compare the heroes, I mean, here's
Yeah.
the carry on one team. We've got Yim. He has half of an Ag Scepter. On the other side, we have full Ag Scepter, BKB, Vanguard, and a Blink Dagger. So,
That's a bit more, I might say. It's a tad, you know.
Just a little bit more. So, Yim needs more time. Is he going to get that time, though, is the question. Now, they are going to finish off the roast. They're going to eat an Ice Blast in the process, but that is well worth the investment as Templar Assassin. Well, they split up the Sunstrike damage, no problem.
Let's go. Wouldn't have said it anyways, I feel like. And also the Ancient Apparition is... Actually, the AA is closer to the Acceptor than the Faceless Void. That's hilarious. What? Okay.
Looks like the Centaur is going to be picking himself up a hood. And we'll see if he decides to actually build up in the pipe as well. Seems pretty good in this instance. I mean, there's the Invoker, there's the Ice Blast Puck as well. I think the full pipe would actually be very good here.
Yeah. Also one thing to note though, because we're bashing on the Faceless Void quite a bit here. This guy is trying his hard out.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just...
Like, he's trying so hard.
Yeah, it's not even his fault.
effort.
He's just... I mean, what is he supposed to do? He gets jumped on by 3 heroes with Blink Daggers and then he dies. Like,
No,
there's not
no, no.
really much
Like,
you can do there.
Tongfu drafted this lineup in order to be very, very effective until like the 35-minute mark, until there is some sort of item coming up, and especially with the Desolator, that's a great item pickup. And now you're just gonna see the melee racks dropping, and now bottom lane they pop the Rampage. Well, it's a Stampede still, but in the end it's gonna be not enough. That dunk.
That dunk, though. And there's one. Another book level picked up here, but now with the Desolator online for U9, it's going to be easy for them to make short work of this Rats. They're just ignoring these spirits. They just want to knock down this melee Rats. And down it goes. The Necro Creeps are coming in here, but I just don't know if there's anything Orenda can do can actually hold us. They're leaning on these ultimates so heavily, and even when they get them off, it seems like the fight only just barely goes in their favor. And now Sorry Fox moving forward, wants to try to set up an engagement for himself. ZYF pops off the phase shift though. Now Yim is here. He does catch a couple in the chrono. They do have their BKBs on, so it's going to make it a bit harder. And the Death Ward's coming in, and this is getting turned around, chrono or not. Now Tongfu taking this game, and they steal Chronosphere. They lock them up, and I think with that the game, and there's the GG from Orenda. What a performance from Tongfu. Oh my god, they played this one perfect.
Look at the both, yeah, and in the end, it was really the issue I pointed out earlier, or like we pointed out earlier. When there is someone, or even a familiar in the Chronosphere, this cast is going to be providing so much damage, and this is what happened there. Very well played by the whole lot of Tongfu. Amazing early game rotations, amazing laning, very good idea about this X. Hey guys, we're going to just cut that freaking Charlane thing. And well, in the end, it worked out nicely.
Yeah, what a great game. That was a really entertaining way to end out the series here. So this is the conclusion for today's WVW. I'm WhatIsHip. You can follow me on Twitter at WhatIsHipTV and my new casting project at Highground TV. Of course, we are still hanging out here with BTS guys and casting because we love casting, so we just do as much as we can. But with me for the game number 3 was Pimp Muckle. Where can people find more about you?
It's Twitter and Facebook.com/PIMPMUCKL. It's hard to spell, but I'm sure you guys are going to find it. Thanks for having me. It was great.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.